So last Friday, our usual game night crew gathered at my apartment, ready for an evening filled with laughter and a bit of friendly competition. Tim, always the one with a flair for the dramatic, sauntered in with a mysterious box tucked under his arm. "Guys," he announced, grinning like a Cheshire cat, "prepare yourselves for the future of gaming, an augmented reality board game." Naturally, we were intrigued. I mean, who wouldn't want to dive into a game that promised to blend virtual and physical worlds? Little did we know, the real challenge wouldn't be the game itself but deciphering the novel that came as the rulebook. The game was called Dungeons and Detergent, the quest for cleanliness. Tim started explaining the rules, waving around a pair of our goggles like they were the Holy Grail. The instructions, however, seemed to be written in some ancient tongue, possibly Klingon. We tried to listen attentively as Tim described how we needed to conquer the Laundry Mountain and defeat the evil Stain Lord. But every time we thought we had a grip on the rules, another confusing layer was added. At one point, I was convinced the game required us to actually do our laundry, which seemed like the cruelest trick of all. As the night wore on, we found ourselves less engaged in the game and more caught up in a never-ending loop of rule clarification. Tim, determined to make the game work, insisted we just needed to sync our reality with the board's aura. Meanwhile, Sarah was squinting through the goggles, mumbling about how she was seeing her own living room in augmented reality. "Isn't it just reality, then?" she quipped, removing the headset with a dramatic sigh. The rest of us were tangled in game pieces, dice, and what appeared to be a tiny, plastic washing machine that served no discernible purpose. Finally, after what felt like hours of confusion and a brief interlude where we considered abandoning the game for a more straightforward Jenga match, we reached the climax of our quest. Tim declared, with utmost seriousness, that we were to unleash the final rinse cycle, whatever that meant. As we all collectively shrugged and prepared to do just that, the plastic washing machine spun and revealed the punchline we'd been unwittingly working towards all night. The words inside simply read, "Congratulations, you've just been taken for a spin."